and welcome to a musical tribute to activists, a revolutionary event that's also a bit of a fly-by-the-seat-of-your-pants event, which we always appreciate down here. I am third-tier local celebrity and Missoula's most eligible bachelor over 6'5", Reed Reimers. This is my co-MC here.
Hi, I'm the beautiful, mercurial Charlie McCorn.
He really is beautiful and mercurial. Just to give you guys an idea of how tonight's going to run down, we'll be up here kind of just frankly filling some space because we have some amazing musical and other performances, and also Tom, whatever you want to call that. Yeah, you can. But also we'll have some kind of the who's who of Missoula activists from, and not only from Missoula, but around the area, which is pretty exciting. They'll be introducing the musical artists, and we'll be introducing them, so what could possibly go wrong?
I think we call that a Missoula turducken, actually.
A Missoula turducken? Yeah, just layers of intros.
It's just activist all the way down.
Yeah, with Bob Zimmerino shoved on the deep in the inside. You can fit in there, buddy. I believe in you. So, we might as well, without much further ado, we might as well just get going with this. Tonight we have our first three amazing folks coming up tonight. First one's Lisa Davey, who's a community activist, yes.
Then we have a community member, and I know she's a community member because I watch Jeopardy at Flippers with her every week. Please welcome Lindsay Wallace.
And we also have Eric Hall, the co-chair of the Western Montana LGBTIQ Community Center. They'll be taking a few moments up here, and then we'll be kicking it over for some music. So thanks again for joining us here tonight, everybody.
A big round of applause for all of our activists.
Hey, thanks everybody for coming out for this. It turns out God is a woman and it is not raining. We're very excited. I'm here with Lindsay Wallace. She has the high honor of being Ellie's favorite millennial and Missoula activist. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Lisa Davey. I'm a lifelong Missoulian, and I've dedicated my life to trying to make Missoula and the world a better place, which always sounds a little cheesy, but it's totally true. And that's really what we're here celebrating tonight, is all of us who work super hard day in and day out and just try to make things a little bit better. And sometimes we do that through activism, and sometimes we do it through politics. And really it's the marriage of both that makes Missoula great. So I am supposed to tell you that we have a fantastic photo booth where you can get photos. You can go make silly faces, try out props. It's right over here. She's waving a pinwheel. You can kind of see the gray scaffolding on the side. And then, fantastic news, because you know what? I know that Missoula hates beer. And I also know that you are here instead of at a brew fest, which means you are a committed activist. But Ellie provides, and there are drink tickets. Let's for some of her volunteers get one of these blue drink tickets, and there's a beer on us. Okay, now I'd like to introduce Eric Hall from the Western Montana Community Health Center.
How's it going, everybody? All right. Well, as you guys know, my name is Eric Hall, and my preferred pronouns are he, him, and his. And I am one of the co-chairs at the Western Montana LGBTIQ Community Center here in Missoula. And I am honored to have been asked to speak at this wonderful event about activism. So, what is activism? I thought that was a pretty good question. So, I consulted with the almighty Google and found out that the definition of activism is the policy or action of using vigorous campaigning to bring about political or social change. And as some of you know, June is a pivotal month for queer activists like myself. For those of you that don't know, on June 28, 1969, that is 50 years ago, the Stonewall riots catapulted queer activism into the limelight. That sweltering summer night in New York is the night that the LGBT community had finally said that's enough and started to fight back. This catalyst of the moment resulted in thousands of queer activist groups forming all around the world. And as you know, Montana is a little late to things, but in 1999, the Western Montana LGBT Community Center was founded. Folks like Ann Harris and Nick Engler decided it's time to be the change they wanted to be in their local community. As a result, we have a strong LGBT community that is embraced and celebrated by the larger Missoula community. But with that said, we still have a lot of work to be done. With transgender rights being stripped away left and right, and women's rights being challenged in many states, we need to stand together and say that this is not okay. We must continue the fight for equal rights for everyone. So go out there, find a cause you're passionate about, and volunteer your time to promote positive social change within your local community. We have to start here, in our homes, in our schools, in our workplaces. And by doing so, we can build a community of equality and love for everyone. Thank you very much. And with that said, I'm going to hand the mic over to Bob Zimmerino and his musical styling. Oh, I guess I got a couple other things going on. I guess I'm handing it over here.
I'd like to introduce Bob Zimmerino. He has the distinct honor of being a longtime Missoulian, longtime business owner. You may have had some of his fantastic pizza. He owned a restaurant right across the street. I actually went to prom dinner there. And he's a father, a husband, right? What we said? Yep. And we're excited to hear him tonight. Thanks for being here.
Thank you. I'm old enough to be her grandfather, I think, but I'm glad she went to prom in Zimmerino. This is an old Stephen Stills song that I've kind of adapted to a slightly different version. It's called For What It's Worth. There's something happening here. What it is ain't exactly clear. There's a man with a gun over there telling me I got to beware. Stop, hey, what's that sound? What's there? Nobody's right if everybody's wrong. Young people speaking their mind. So much what a beautiful day. Must have been 1,000 people in the street, singing songs and carrying a sign, mostly saying, "Hooray for our state." Into your life it will creep. It starts when you're always afraid. Step out of line, the man gonna come, he's gonna take you away. Got to stop, hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going. Stop now, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going. Stop now, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going. job. Yeah, you can just do whatever you need to do now. Good job, buddy. That was delicious. All right, folks, we're going to keep on rolling through here now. We have a lot of amazing acts and some wonderful people up here tonight. But to introduce our next group, we have some of our council members from Missoula City Council, including... Yeah, come borrow my mic, too. It's going to be great.
I like sharing with you, Reed. Thank you. Remember our trip to the Flathead? Please welcome council members Martha Becerra, Julie Merritt, Heidi West.
Oh, and candidate for Missoula City Council, Mr. Nick Schatz. Let's give him a hand, everybody.
No, don't give me on your head. Thanks for setting up and coming in. I just wanted to briefly mention that while Bette Midler popularized it in 1990, was actually written by Julie Gould back in 1985, and that... Irene, how are you? I'm not on the microphone. And that it's a song about our shared humanity, and it is just as true today as it was back then. We all face
I'm going to be good at snow.
challenges, and what they were back in 1985 maybe is a little bit different from what they are today, but
Now I need to put this on.
it's just as relevant.
I need to put this on.
I'm going to see if that helps a little bit. Yeah, I was thankful for Heidi to look up some information about this song that Kat's going to perform for us. I was a little bit older than all of these folks when in 1985 when the song was written, and I do really remember the threat that we lived under of nuclear war. And I know our threats that we face today are quite a bit different with climate change, but it's still a global consequences if we don't act quickly. Next up is Nick Schatz, who's running for City Council in Ward 6. So if anybody's in Ward 6, come talk to Nick tonight.
I remember as a kid, my mom used to sing this song in the car all the time, and we live in such a beautiful place that's blue and green up close, and let's keep it that way.
So, from a distance, I'm going to take this metaphorically and say 15, 20 years down the road, I want to look at my kids from a distance and make sure that they feel completely empowered to change the world, one community at a time.
And now I have the pleasure of introducing Kat Hawkins, who's a singer-songwriter who's been in Missoula for over 30 years. She is a single mom who has sang with Pete Seeger in the Clearwater and Paul Winter's Chorus. She is starting Missoula's Tenants Union and Missoula Law Family Choir for ages 8 and up.
Feedback go away? No? Can someone help us out with this? And green and the snow have mountains wide. From a distance, the ocean sees the streams and eagles sing to fly. From a distance, there is harmony.
It's good to meet you. Yeah, I heard it say I got a phone call tonight. And anything that I can do.
Spirit is within us. Spirit is within us. Spirit is within us. We all have enough, and no one is. There are no guns, no bombs, no diseases, no hungry mouths to feed. From a distance, we are instruments playing in a common land, playing voices of hope. There's a song of everyone, and Spirit is within us. 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 I almost want to just get in front of all this stuff. All that, yeah. You look like my friend, even though we are at war. Hey, from a distance, I cannot comprehend what all this fighting is for. From a distance, all we are instruments, and we're fighting for a common cause. Let's get her in office. Let's solve the problem. Let's get together, one and all. And Spirit is within us. Spirit is within us. Spirit is within us. For the distance. Spirit is within us. Spirit is within us. Spirit is within us. For the distance. Come on, everybody. Spirit is within us. Spirit is within us. Spirit is within us. For the distance. She'll know the distance. Spirit is within us. Spirit is within us. Spirit is within us. For the distance.
Hey, keep it going for Cat Dawkins. I found the problem. Unplug it from the box. There we go. Feedback on it too. There we go. You back? Can we hear me? All right. I love a show in Missoula. You know what's going to happen. Big round of applause for Cat Dawkins, please. Did I say Dawkins? Hawkins? I apologize. All right. Coming up next, I have the pleasure of introducing next legislative candidate for HD94. They are a fantastic person, and that's them right over there. Please welcome S.K. Rossi.
Hey everybody, I'm S.K. Rossi. I'm, I think, currently the only Democratic candidate for HD94, I think. I have a campaign manager who also happens to be my best friend, so they're not getting paid. But they told me not to open this with a joke. But I am incapable of doing that because I make jokes when I'm nervous. So I just want to say that I'm very nervous. And I'm also very flattered that any of you are willing to listen to me speak in this moment. So thank you very much. And thank you for being here. I mean, I honestly, I consider it a great honor to be able to run for this position. I'm so grateful for the support of folks like Ellie and Bryce Bennett and Kim Dudek and Katie Sullivan and all these legislators who have basically paved the way for progressive candidates to win in Montana, which is huge. So I'm grateful for that. I want to thank you for any support you can give, and I think together, you know, we can represent Missoula values, and I think that the folks who have been elected to Missoula or from Missoula before me share the values that I have, and together we can do things like, you know, combat the criminalization of poverty, give people equal access to education and employment, make sure that people are getting the help they need, getting the health care they need. And, you know, I've spent most of my career, the last 10 years actually, advocating for policies like that. I've spent the last 10 years advocating for fairness and equal access to opportunity, and I hope that I can continue to do that as your candidate from HD 94. So thank you very much again for having me. At this time, am I supposed to introduce the act? Great. So at this time, I would like to introduce to you Reverend Kenyon and the Mama Gaia Choir.
The guitar probably doesn't need to be too loud.
And Norma. I'm okay.
Earthaluia. Let's get uptight together here. Come on, let's get uptight. Let's get uptight together. Come on in, get uptight. Get uptight together. Don't be shy. Come right in, get uptight. Get uptight. That's right.
Check 1, 2, 3.
The earth is our mother, we shall not want. Arroyo, antelope, alluvial fan, aardvark, bayou, bayhead, bacteria, beaver dam, beaver meadow, cape, canyon, couloir, cobra, cormorant, camel, channel, scablands, den, dingo, defile, dendritic drainage, egret, fault, forest, fox, fumarole, geothermal field, giraffe, gorilla, isthmus, isthmy, imbricated rocks, impala, insect, jaguar, Jave, Morel, eel, jetty, laminar flow, lizard, lake, lion, lava, tongue, marsh, meander, mountain, lion, manatee, meadow, nematodes, nicoid, nuthat, oxbow, oasis, owl, ocelot, orca, otter, ostrich, ho ho ho, and Eagle, ostrich, pelican, quagmire, hog, quail, rock, rabbit, runnel, rookery, reindeer, salt grass, estuary, sand hill, sand prairie, sand wave, snake, seal, tiger, hyena, tern, trail, tarantula, vernal, pond, ephemeral, wetland, mongoose, yazoo, waterfall, walleye, wolf, watershed, worm, wallaby, wallaroo, wapiti, waves. We are here, animals are here, we are here, animals are here. Wildness, wildness, wildness. The mama, Gaia, Quaya. Welcome, welcome. People, I need your help. You see, I have EDF. I have EDF all through my body. I'm talking about ecological disaster fatigue. EDF, and I need your help. I need your help right now here. I want to build a house. Activism is fine, but what we need is a spiritual awakening. We need a house that rises up out of the earth. Let's build a house right here, right now. And this house will be non-institutional. This house will be uninstitutional. And I'll go so far as to say that this house will be anti-institutional. Hallelujah. We will call this house the House of Species Diversity and Wildlife Respect. The House of Species Diversity and Wildlife Respect will not be a house of worship, but we will sing, we will dance, and we will create a frenzy. The House of Species Diversity and Wildlife Respect will not be a platform for education, but we will be students of the planet Earth. The House of Species Diversity and Wildlife Respect will not make a case for management, because we are done! We are done exploiting the Earth! Hallelujah! The House of Species Diversity and Wildlife Respect is 1, 2, 3, foremost, forthright, a forthwith celebration of wilderness, wildness, and wild creatures. Hallelujah! Hallelujah! Respect! Wildlife respect! R-E-S-P-E-C-T! 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 Yeah, respect. I hope your mama taught you some of that. But what about diversity? What do you know about diversity? Well, let's just see here what big science tells us about diversity. Science tells us that diversity is species richness and species evenness. Species richness. Species richness, the rich species, the species rich. No, not the rich species that is killing us. Not that rich species. Capitalism is killing us. It's not the rich species. Capitalism is killing us. Unlimited growth. Unlimited growth. So-called progress is the Frankenstein that will destroy us. Sorry. See, there it is again. Ecological disaster fatigue. Sometimes it gets the better of you. There's too many haters in this world. Well, let's get back to science. Species richness. I take that to mean that there's a lot of species in this ecosystem, right? That's species richness. Well, that's like diversity, isn't it? A lot of species, like everything from fungus to tall trees, from bugs to rabbits. So let's just call it diversity. And what about species evenness? Species evenness. Cannot we just say equality? Is equality too political a word? Equality. equality is not two political words, but we are taught otherwise. We are taught to line up in a food chain. And guess what? We're at the top of the food chain. That's not exactly even now, is it? But I digress. Species evenness. Big science tells us species richness. We're in an ecosystem. Stop. I don't live in a managed ecosystem. I'm a human being. I live on this earth, in this planet. You gotta say that I live in an ecosystem, and then I'm surrounded by a managed ecosystem. It's like saying that we're all board members in a planetary board meeting. Like, who do we elect next? Who do we fire? What do we exploit next? Yes. There's got to be a better way. Can I get a witness here? The House of Species Diversity and Wildlife Respect is now heretofore called the House of Species Equality and Wildlife Respect. We will no longer use the language of dominance. We reject the language of dominance. All species are created equal on this planet. We will learn new ways to nurture our planet Earth. Hallelujah!
Living in balance with all that is here on this planet of hope, on this sacred space. Children alive with big and small. There is no dominion that belongs to us all. Hey la 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 la. 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 We're here by a moment, oh yes, we are just passing through. This planet we need to be the best we can do. Hey la 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 la. Hey la 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 la. Hey la 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 la. Hey 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 la 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 la. For all that is and all to be, let the wild things grow, let the wild run free. For all that is and all to be, let the wild things grow, let our wild run free. Hey la 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 la, hey la 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 la.
At this momentous event where we celebrate activism, let us acknowledge the spiritual qualities nature has bestowed upon us. There is soil underneath that asphalt. A bug bite is a wilderness experience. Please repeat after me. I pledge alliance with the earth.
I pledge alliance with the earth.
the lovely planet that sustains me,
the lovely planet that sustains me,
to the rivers, mountains, and stars above.
to the rivers, mountains, and stars above.
Damn! Clean air, clean water, clean soil,
Clean air, clean water, clean soil.
non-negotiable,
Non-negotiable.
with liberty and justice for all.
Liberty and justice for all. We are here and
Let's have a little big hand for Reverend Kenyon and the Mama Gaia Choir. Interesting, such a person so connected with her, but wintered all over the stage. Just going to point that out. Don't worry, I'll clean it up for you, okay? A little remediation is going to happen up here. And I appreciate that. I kind of missed church for the last 37 years, so it's nice to be part of an experience like that. For a hot no, I think I can go another 37 no without it. I'd like to invite up our next new introducer, folks. We've got John Keegan and Tony with the complicated last name, Cesare, like Desiree, but with the activist. Why don't you guys grab a microphone, come on up here, all clean up after the Reverend here.
Okay, you guys, so I'm a child of the 60s. And I thought when I was young and we did all this bullshit to try to make the world a better place, we wouldn't have to do it again. But as it turns out, we have to do it constantly. And thank God we've got people like Ellie Hill who are willing to do it for us. Now, in the olden days when I used to hang out with Rob Quist, because he's a child of the 60s too, we were radicals. And now he's got his son who's a radical. And now his son has his wife who's a radical. And we have Cass who's his little baby and he's a radical. Right. So you're going to hear maybe the first family of Montana, the King Sisters of Montana, whoever you think of as a family entertainment, and they're going to play for you now. And there's the best. Thanks, guys, for doing this for Ellie and doing it for activists. Tony, do you have anything to say?
Thank you, John and Tony. Slipping into the future. Time keeps on slipping into the future. Gonna fly like an eagle to the sea. Fly like an eagle, let my spirit carry me. I'm going to fly like an eagle till I'm free. Oh, it's a revolution. Be the baby. You know, Ellie, you're over there to the left, Romano, all the great candidates. Matthew Marsalik in the hand drum. We got our special guest, Rob Quinn, and my wife, Summer, over here. Thank you very much.
Hey, big round of applause for the Quist, please. Now, did I hear a rumor that Guthrie and Service is your first performance as a married couple? They say it is. I know they didn't hear me, but it is. Big round of applause, please. All right, folks, let's get the show rolling right along. Coming up next, we have some fantastic activist people involved in the formation of Montana Pride, MCAT, the Peace Center, and so many more. Please welcome to the stage Representative Andrea Olson and Melanie Charlson.
I'm way not that tall. Hello, Missoula. Hi. Are there friends of labor in the house tonight? Yes. I literally grew up in the house of labor. I have never not lived in a union household, and I've been a proud union member for the last 29 years. My father worked for the company. How do you know what the company is when I say the company? Anaconda Company, 42 years as a saw filer and a labor leader. And I've continued that tradition, being a union activist and a labor leader for all of my time here in Missoula with Missoula Education Association. And I continue my work with Montana Federation of Public Employees. So when I think of activism, I think of a solidarity and a union voice moving forward so that we can support all you amazing workers and citizens of Montana. So come together, vote for pro-labor, pro-public education, pro-public land candidates, and we will reclaim Montana. Thank you. Ms. Andrea Olson.
Hey, dear friends, I encourage you all to move a little bit closer. A little bit closer. I am so honored to introduce Josh Slotnick. When I was in law school, I was accused of wanting to bring art, that law should be like art. And we are so fortunate that we have Josh Slotnick, who is bringing poetry to politics. So give it up for Josh Slotnick.
Hey, thanks a lot. Woo! There we go. One person understand, 2 or 3 people. So I am actually a politician right now. But for most of my life, I've been a vegetable farmer. So I have a vegetable farmer going for you. I gotta give you a little background on this for the 6 people that are listening. Come on up here, there's free beer. Let's go, come on. All right. So, big crop at my family farm is salad mix. Salad mix is cut with a scissors, washed in bathtubs. And there was a time when, a few years ago, when our workers were washing all the salad mix in bathtubs, and they were listening to music. But I thought the music wasn't very good.
Melody magic.
And the person who was singing the music was doing a lot of bragging about how kind of tough and badass they were. And I thought, somebody should do the same thing about being a vegetable farmer. And just then, the salad mix and all the rest of the stuff was ready to put in a truck and go deliver it. And as I was delivering, the words to this came to me and I had to stop and write them down. Okay, here we go. And rarely do you see a person with gray hair do this. This is a farmer rap. I'm a local farmer. Don't need no body armor. Ain't no corporate grower. Smart like a lawnmower. Yo, corporate grower. You stuttering in time. Well, I'm busting out the rhyme. I'm the professional. You the amateur. I'm speaking the truth in iambic pentameter. I'm a real local farmer. Don't need no ring and alarmer. I'm up at dark, never need to park. At this pace, I'm in your face, moving pipe till the crops are ripe. Corporate grower, you couldn't work slower. I'm taking out the chard, kale, lettuce, and leeks, an hour of sleep, and I can go for weeks and weeks. Scissors in my hand, I'll try and make you understand. This ain't no so to speak. It's hard and real 7 days a week. Every waking minute, I'm all in it. 11 at night, you're snugged in tight, smooth as glass. Well, I'm fixed in the fence, moving chickens through the grass. Corporate grower, you couldn't work slower. Ain't no bees in your nectar, but you got your board of director. You riding on oil and muscle. Well, I'm skying on toil and muscle. There's no heart in what you do, but for money, nobody'd work for you. Just because Mexico's poor and right next door. Labor strike, I'm elated. My home place is owner-operated. Now I'm going to put it to you hard and play my last card. Yo, you look like you got that eco-smirk. Looks like you never did a day of real work. You're wearing Patagonia, but you're eating Bologna. You won't put litter in the river, but you'll put poison in the liver of Jesus C. Maria. Does that make you feel freer, like when you save a tree? They sleeping in cars, working at minimum wage, but your potluck strawberries is all the rage. The price is cheap, but the cost is high, and the list should make you cry. Carcinoma, melanoma, lymphoma, where you snug in your homa, sitting on your ass, saving your pennies for your ski pass. Yo, you the real price buster. They ought to name a Cali town for you, maybe even a cancer cluster. Santa Day this, Santa Day that. La Raza's sick and the Howleys is fat. The whole system is rank and Monsanto's laughing all the way to the bank. Go to Walmart, save yourself $1. Well, you're putting poison under the collar. A brown-skinned people with no choice. Will we kick back and rejoice? Land, people, culture, economy. Do you get it yet? Or did that soda you're drinking give you a lobotomy? Your heart is true, so what you gonna do? You say you want to conserve and preserve? Well, keep your butt off North Reserve. And don't be quick judging of the suit in the office or the bum on the curb till you check out this old Chinese proverb. You are what you do every day. You are what you do every day. You are what you do every day. It's food for thought, monsters.
Thank you, Josh. I feel so energized. Rhyming always gets me excited. I'll be honest. I'm a simple guy with simple needs. But thanks, Josh. Just a reminder, folks, we have some great stuff for the kiddos around here if you're interested. And a photo booth right over here, which is quick, easy, and delightful. Also, if you have those kiddos here and you're interested in international kind of experience of education, we put some cages in the back. If you want to stick them in there just for a little while, just so they know how it feels. Those are brought down by Ellie specifically. We appreciate it. Oh. We also have some folks down here with Gita. Hi, friends. Do you want to hop up here? We're having some feedback problems. There's a special guest coming through right now. We'll have, I never know how to say your last name, Gita. Lizak. Ms. Gita Lizak from Lizak, another wonderful woman that has some special guests down here. I'll turn it over to her for a second.
Hi, so these guys, I'm touring around tonight with some really special people from the Global Teacher Exchange from the Mansfield Center, and they're here representing a lot of different countries, and they want everybody wanted to meet you and say welcome to them. So if you guys want to come up on the stage, everybody can welcome you. We have everyone here from Greece to France. Do you guys want to each say where you're from and just say hi for a second? Because I think Missoula just is excited to know that you're here.
Hello, everyone.
Oh, okay. I'm a teacher, and usually I sing a song with my students, so I'm going to try this one, right? Thank you. Touch your hair, touch your mouth, touch your nose. Touch it. What does it to touch, right? Touch your finger, touch your nose, touch your mouth, touch your knee. Thank you. I'm Ali from Mali, and Mali is in West Africa. And Timbuktu is well known around the world. Timbuktu is in my country, Mali. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I am Max from Turkmenistan in Central Asia.
Hello everyone, I'm Elsie. I'm from Cameroon, Central Africa.
Hi everyone, I am Samuel from Nigeria, West Africa.
Hi everyone, I'm Lutfi from Malaysia.
Will anyone take a photo of me or video, please? Thank you. I'm Julie from Greece. Bonjour, je suis Karine. I'm from France. Hello, Mom.
Hello everyone, I'm Yazan and I'm from Jordan.
Hi everyone, my name is Im Young and I'm from South Korea. Yes, everyone maybe know this song, so maybe dance together. 오빠 강남살, 오빠 강남살, yeah! Thank you. Hello everyone, I'm Lee, I'm from Estonia.
Hi everybody, I'm Ray, and I come from Mexico.
Marvel, there are only 3.5 million of us in the world. Guess which country I'm from? Lithuania, Asta. Hi everyone, I'm from Hola a todos, I'm Julissa and I'm from Guatemala. Hello everyone, I'm Salma from Algeria.
Hello, it's my pleasure to be here. I'm Nassim from Uzbekistan. Nice to meet you.
And we would like to encourage you to vote for education.
Thank you so much. Again, these are folks from the Global Teacher Exchange in the Mansfield Center. Thanks so much. Welcome to Missoula. I hope you have a great night. Yes, thanks for having us down, Kia. Oh, unexpected and kind of exciting. I'd like to now invite up our next little crew up here today. We have Representative Shane Morijo and Miss Jessica Grennan, who is the National Political Director and Ford Montana Board of Directors as well. I might have kind of fluffed that a little bit. So Jessica, you can correct me if I'm wrong. Again, everybody, thank you so much for joining us down here on a beautiful Friday evening. It's not going to rain. It's not going to rain. It's going to be fine. And now here is Jessica and Shane.
Hey, three drivers. Let's hear it for Reed. Thank you, Reed. Woo! Hi, everyone. I'm Jessica Brennan, and I just want to say, who loves Missoula? Yeah! Missoula! Missoula has long been the heart and soul of the progressive movement in Montana. And this is just an amazing event with so many people, so much art, so much culture. I'm so proud to be here for Ellie Hill tonight. So thank you so much for being here. And I think Shane has something he wants to tell y'all.
Hey, good evening everyone. My name is Shane Morijo. I represent House District 95 right here in Missoula. And I was a minority whip in the House in last session. And I think we had a lot of great successes in the session. Kind of come to our leadership and our perspective on letting people have their own autonomy, to be able to go out and vote, to help us have the success that we did, getting a lot of great legislation passed. But we're not done. We have a lot of changes to make. We have great candidates running. We have Ellie, we have Bryce, we have Kim Dudek is going to be here. I think she might be here somewhere. So we have a lot of great people running. We have a lot of great people putting their name in the hat here locally early on, which I think is a testament to the fact that people really want change at Congress and across the country. So I'm really intrigued and happy about the fact that people are starting to put their name and get out and run so we can get some real change happening across the state. So without further ado, thank you all for coming, and I wanted to introduce Tom Chapman.
Check 1, 2. I'm gonna give this a go. Here's a Nick Lowe song. As I walk through this wicked world, searching for light in the darkness of insanity, ask myself, is all hope lost? Is there only pain and hatred and misery? And each time I feel like this inside, it just makes me wanna cry. What's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? What's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? I walk on through troubled times. My spirit gets so downhearted sometimes. Strong, you are to trust it. Harmony, sweet harmony. Each time I feel like this inside, it just makes me wanna cry. But what's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? Oh, what's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? Strong, you are trusted. Where is the harmony, sweet harmony? Each time I feel it slipping away, it just makes me wanna cry. What's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? Whoa, what's so funny about peace, love, and understanding? Whoa, what's so funny about peace, love, and understanding?
Hey, keep it going for Tom Cackle, please. So, did you really do balloon animals? You can go check it out back there, but come up to the stage, let's not wait, we got a fantastic show next. He's an international best-selling author. Please welcome to the stage, Richard Byfield.
I am neither international or a bestseller, but I am honored to be here. Ellie knows how civic-minded I am, and she's asked me to recite the Gettysburg Address. Are you ready? Come on, girls. Do you believe in love? Because I got something to say about it. And it goes something like this. You don't need diamond rings or 18-karat gold. Fancy cars that go very fast, you know they never last, no. What you need is a big, strong hand to lift you to a higher ground. And that hand is right there, ladies and gentlemen. And in honor of my favorite politician, Ellie, I wore my "What Would Dolly Do" shirt. Dolly would vote for Ellie. So with that, it is my great pleasure to introduce the fabulous Meg Hansen.
Anticipation is killing me. Oh, we'll start down the play though. Yeah. That's the most clothed I've ever seen you after a performance. But you did such a lovely job. Let's have a big hand for Meg Hansen. Cigarette Girls Burlesque Show has a residency at the Top Hat. Check it out. It's a delight. Amazing performers. We appreciate that. Let's invite up our two next hosts, our new next guest hosts for the evening. We have both Pete Talbot, who's the founder of the Progressive Democrats of Montana, and Mr. Mark Haka, Chief Meteorologist. He's AMA certified. He's a full second-tier local celebrity, you guys, just behind Monty the mascot. So get ready for it. It's a big old deal. Let's have a hand for Pete and Mark.
Hey, Missoula, how are ya? You know, if you would dig into your pockets, give $10 to Ellie, I guarantee no rain tonight. Woo! Glad to be here. You know, I have been here 20 years and I absolutely love this community. This is a progressive community. It is a caring community, and what? Shout it out. Laura says shout it out from ma'am. Anyway, good to be here. And my neighbor, we live up in the Upper Rattlesnake, Pete Talbot. What do you have to say?
I did notice that Greg G. Forte filed for governor today.
And I work in the press, and do you know what he did? Remember the body slam?
Yes.
So that's why we need Ellie and other progressives in the legislature. More than ever, we need good people in the Montana Senate. So, on that note, I guess I'll introduce the next act. Oh, no.
And I'll preface that with, how many of you have seen Rocky Horror Picture Show? Do you remember Riff Raff?
Yeah! Oh, yeah!
All right, now Pete, do the formal introduction.
All right. Chef Medley with Sail Away by Randy Newman and America by Paul Simon.
John. Those are two incredible.
Hello, everybody. I made a terrible mistake Wednesday night. My voice was pristine until about midnight. I went to karaoke at the Badlander, and I did Ronnie James Dio, Holy Diver. And now my voice is a little ragged. You'll see. And I've got a couple friends helping me out. Reed and Charlie. Just a moment. I'm going to put the beer down. I hope I can remember the words. Charlie? You'll see soon that we did not rehearse this. It's mostly a cappella. Here we go. In America, you'll get food to eat. Won't have to run through the jungles and scuff up your feet. You'll just sing about Jesus and drink wine all day. It's great to be an American. That's beautiful. Ain't no lions or tigers, ain't no mamba snake. Just the sweet watermelon and the buckwheat cake. Everybody is as happy as a man can be. Climb aboard, little walk, sail away with me. Sail away, sail away. We will cross the mighty ocean into Charleston Bay. Sail away, sail away. This is you. Let us be lovers, we'll marry our fortunes together. I've got some real estate here in my bag. So we bought a pack of cigarettes and Mrs. Wagner's pies, and we walked off to look for America. Ellie, I said, as we boarded a Greyhound in Pittsburgh. Michigan seems like a dream to me now. Sorry. It took me 4 days to hitchhike from Saginaw, and I've gone to look for America. I should have started lower. Laughing on the bus, playing games with the faces. She said the man in the gabardine suit was a spy. I said, be careful, his bow tie is really a camera. Perfect. Toss me a cigarette, I think there's one in my raincoat. She said, we smoked the last one an hour ago. So I looked at the scenery. She read her magazine. And the moon rose over an open field. Sing-along's coming up. Here we go. Ellie, I'm lost, I said, though I knew she was sleeping. And I'm empty and aching, and I don't know why. Counting cars on the New Jersey Turnpike, they've all come to look for America. They've all come to look for America. We've all come to look for America. We've all come to look for America. America, God shed His grace on me. Brothers and sisters. Thank you.
Giving new definition to a train wreck, that was Mr. Jeff Medley. Oh, thank you, Jeff. That's why we don't let him direct, write, or decide, make any decisions. We just send him out with very specific instructions that we make him practice. Thanks, Chippy Poo. Up next, folks, we have Dave Strohmeyer, a Missoula County Commissioner, Juanita Barrow, Denver Henderson, a labor organizer, and Stacy Anderson, Missoula City Councilwoman. Whoever wants to grab a mic, get on up here and have some chat.
Hello, Missoula. This is truly democracy in action. Regardless of what happens in Washington, D.C., we can make a difference right here, right now. So we just celebrated the 75th anniversary of the Normandy invasion. And you can probably think of other events over time where folks have sacrificed their lives for freedom in this country. Well, I can tell you here in Montana, freedom for me, and I think for many of us, means wildlands. Whether we're talking the C.M. Russell National Wildlife Refuge, the Yap, the Pioneer Range down by Dillon, the Bob Marshall Wilderness, the Bitterroot Range. These places symbolize and embody the spirit of this place. That means freedom, and that is why we are electing folks like Ellie Hill to the Montana Senate. So thanks for coming out tonight and celebrate this privilege that we have of democracy and the hard-fought freedoms that have brought it to us.
Thank you, Dave. My name is Stacey Anderson, and I have the honor of serving you all on the Missoula City Council. And like Dave says, this is democracy. And democracy takes some good people showing up. And that is what we're celebrating tonight. The power of us all collectively working together to raise people up. It takes all of us, from those running and serving in office, those knocking doors, and those showing up for their neighbors. So thank you all for showing up, and I look forward to seeing you out on the doors.
My name is Denver Henderson. I'm also a candidate for the county commission to serve our community. I'm also a labor organizer, and I've lived in Missoula for the last 16 years. I can tell you, of all the campaigns I've worked, I know Juanita has done a lot of volunteerism as well, as has Stacy and Dave and so many other people in the crowd. There are two things that you find behind a successful campaign: a little bit of luck and a whole lot of volunteers. Whether it is you knocking doors, making phone calls, pounding fence posts and yard signs, stuffing envelopes, registering people to vote, or driving them to the polls. You guys are the ones that win campaigns, that win elections, and without elections there can be no change. So thank you for the work that you do. Thank you for showing up again and again and again, and keep up the hard work. Because the challenges facing our community and our state and our country may be very real and scary, but I believe that the future is bright, and it is bright because of people like you. So thank you so much for everything you do, and let's keep moving forward.
And my name's Juanita Barrow. Let's give it up for Ellie Hill. And now we're going to listen to our Missoula's favorite fiddler and early childhood advocate. Playing a little Phillips here, The Power and the Glory, which should be played in every school and sung in every school across the nation. So thank you. Thanks. So I'm also just going to say that this is Aaron Jennings, who agreed to come and accompany me up here. Aaron put the power tower up on the community radio station, so he belongs up there too. Are you getting this? Take a walk with me through this green and growing land. Walk through the meadows and the mountains and the sand. Walk through the rivers and the valleys and the plains. Walk through the sun, walk through the rain. In the light full of power and glory, beauty works in us recall. Rest on the strength of her freedom, her glory shall rest on us all, on us all. But she's only as rich as the poorest of the poor, only as free as a padlocked prison door, only as strong as our love for this land, only as tall as we
That's the power and the glory. Big round of applause. Hey folks, we got the show rolling right along, so let's keep going. Right now, we're going to introduce a group of great activists, the great activists from Missoula. People listening, they famous people who are recently named the best activists in the only newspaper that matters in Missoula. You know, the one that's not there anymore? Keep Missoula in me, folks. Please welcome to the stage Aaron Erickson, Nancy DePastino, Josh Manning, Amos Yao, Melissa Romano, and Representative Kim Dudek.
Hey everyone, thank you so much. It's an awesome crowd for Ellie. It's so amazing to see everybody out there. All of these inspiring activists and community leaders, game changers in Missoula. Thanks for being here. And we're here to introduce a song called I Am Woman. So I want to take a second just to thank all the women who've come before us to blaze that thorny path to equality, and say that with our gratitude, we don't just sit idly by and accept the status quo. Because if we paid attention to what's happened in the state legislatures of Alabama, Missouri, Mississippi, Utah, Arkansas, there are more on my list and I can't remember all of them right now. But we know that it is our duty to elect more progressive women like Ellie to office everywhere. And so I want us to not be satisfied with the fact that we have the most diverse U.S. Congress in history, because there are over 100 women, which is something to celebrate. But it's also, the fact is that we have 23.7% women in U.S. Congress and 30% women in the Montana legislature. My friends, that is not equal. And if we want equal representation, if we want real representation, we need it to be equal. And so tonight, we pledge to elect Ellie to that Senate seat. We pledge to work together to elect more progressive women into office everywhere. And that is how we're going to make a difference together. Thank you, guys.
I'm kind of dually representing tonight, I think. Aaron is not here, I don't think. Is Aaron here? Aaron, are you here? No? Okay. Aaron is the founder of Missoula Rises, which is a local grassroots activism group. And you can find more out about it on our Facebook page. One of the parts of Missoula Rises that is very near and dear to me is our Wednesday night work parties. We are at Imagination every single Wednesday, whether they are open or not, with permission. We were there on the 4th of July. And we get together and contact our elected representatives, other people that need to be contacted related to the horrors of the previous week. We also send thank yous. We have bright colored markers, so don't be feeling like it's just a downer to go there. And we support each other and lift each other up, and it's really nice to do it with other people. That being said, switching gears, when Ellie told me that Bob Wire was singing I Am Woman, I was like, that's amazing. And I looked up the lyrics today because everybody knows the chorus, but I didn't know a lot of the verses, and it gave me goosebumps because it's still relevant now, maybe more than ever. And okay, thank you. And it's a little bit sad to think that it's still relevant, but I also started thinking about how in the last few years there have been so many more women who have been running for office, and trans and non-binary people as well. And the women are roaring, and we're going to keep roaring, and it's going to get louder until things change. So, that being said, one of my favorite women is running for superintendent of public instruction. She couldn't be here tonight due to a prior commitment. If you don't know of Melissa Romano, please go to romano4montana.com. It's FOR, not the number. Check out her website. It's a little bare bones. We're working on it. You'll be hearing a lot more about her. If you know her, she is supremely qualified to be superintendent of public instruction. If you know who's in the office now, you know she's not supremely qualified. I don't need to mention any names. Anyway, so check out her website. Please contribute what you can. You can donate through ActBlue. Give your time to these candidates. Ellie all the people who are running here. I look out at your faces and I have so much supreme respect for all of you. I don't know what I'm doing here. So thank you. Vote for Melissa, vote for Ellie, vote for everybody else who's running here. And that's it.
Hi everybody, my name is Josh Manning. I have come all the way down here from Helena, Montana to help my friend Ellie Smith because Ellie represents something that's really important to me, something that I've been thinking a lot about recently. My daughter, Eddie, who's a junior in high school, helped me co-sponsor the only gun bill that a Democrat has ever carried in the state legislature. She stood up in the face of a very hick school, I'll call it, and put herself on the line to get this gun bill passed. And it passed through the House and it died in the state Senate. It's the place that someone like Ellie needs to go because we need voices like hers there. And we need people to be inspired by people like Nancy, who stands up for the same thing, and people like Kim, who stands up for the same thing. We need to inspire this next generation of youth that is going to change this country like no one has ever seen before. So that's why I'm here, because Ellie, when they sponsored a cameras in the abortion clinic bill, drafted an amendment to say, okay, well, let's put cameras in the vasectomy room, too. She stood up, and people need to stand up to this bullshit that's going on and say that we're strong, too. And if it's women doing it, my God, that's even stronger than anything. So thank you all, and thank you. Let's get strong women in power.
Strong women in power. Let's say, hell yeah! So, I'm Kim Dudek, everyone. If you haven't heard my name, this is Dudek from Montana. I'm running for Attorney General. 2020, Dudek from Montana. And I'm running for Attorney General because we need an Attorney General who's going to be an attorney for the people, who's going to look out for our health, safety, and our justice, and is going to represent everyone equally. That's why I'm running. But let me talk a little bit more about why I'm here tonight. Tonight, I'm here speaking in support of Ellie Hill running for the Senate. Let me tell you some of the things that we've worked on together and we finally got done after trying for a decade. We finally passed an anti-bullying bill in our state after trying for over a decade. Ellie started it and I finished it. We got it done. And I don't think Marilyn Ryan's here, her daughter is. We finally outlawed revenge porn. You can't post nudies of your ex. So we finally got that done. And we need people who are rabble-rousers sometimes, and Ellie is that person if you don't know her. She gets people thinking. We need people who are going to stand up for us and who are going to rock the boat. So let's vote for women. Let's vote for a woman for Attorney General. It's been over 120 years. We haven't had one yet. So I have envelopes because I'm a candidate. If you want, do it for Montana or come to me. I'd love your support. We need to have more women in office. Thank you. And next is Bob Wire. He's going to sing for us.
Hi. And when you hear the roar, something's too big to ignore. And I know too much to go back and pretend, 'cause I've heard it all before. I've been down there on the floor. No one's ever gonna keep me down again. Oh yes, I am wise, but it's a wisdom born of pain. Yes, I paid the price, but look how much I've gained. If I have to, I can do anything. I am strong, I am invincible, I am woman. You can bend but never break me, 'cause it only serves to make me more determined to achieve my final goal. And I come back even stronger, not a victim any longer. You deepen the conviction in my soul. Oh yes, I am wise, but it's a wisdom born of pain. Yes, I paid the price, but look how much I paid. If I have I can do anything. I am strong. I am invincible. I am... You can do better than that, man. I am... Watch me grow. See me standing toe to toe as I spread my loving arms across the land. But I'm still in embryo with a long, long way to go until I make my brother understand. Oh yes, I am wise, but it's a wisdom born of pain. Yes, I've paid the price, but look how much I've gained. If I have to, I can do anything. I am strong. I am invincible. I am... Thank you. Hey, raise good kids, raise good people. And if you don't have kids, be a good example, because those kids are watching you.
We're watching you all the time. And we did have Mayor John Hagan was going to run up in here to ski me, but he is running behind, so we're going to skip him. But Bob, did you have some stuff to say? Was that a rumor? Now's the time for that then. Oh, we'll get them up. It's fine. Oh, okay. All right. Well, so Bob is going to be John. They're similar sizes in general, maybe. But I would like to invite up Miss Susan Patrick. She is the CEO of the United Way of Missoula County. Ellie's mentor and friend. She's an absolute badass. And strangely, she's been winning all sorts of like shiny pieces of glass. I don't even know what half of them are. It's generally just like you are a badass and we love you awards, which she deserves every one of them. Who else is coming up, Charlie?
Also, we have Montana's next Secretary of State, Senator Bryce Bennett.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Missoula. This is such an incredible night. It is so wonderful to see this amazing community coming out for an amazing cause. You can see the program that despite all the bills that I've passed and all the work that I've done, and by the way, I am running for Secretary of State to make sure that we have an election system that works for all Montanans. But despite that, as you can tell in the program, my greatest accomplishment is being Ellie Hill's roommate. And I can tell you that living with Ellie Hill is a wild ride. This comes as a shock to all of you, I can tell. So she'll make fun of me about, you know, sometimes you gotta wake up early and you just put on your suit and you go to sleep so you can get up and just pop up in your suit. But I will tell you was that Ellie would be working bills late at night. She would get home in the middle of the night after having talked with people to make sure that we could get good progressive ideas forward. She'd get a couple hours of sleep. She'd wake up before me and race out the door in hair curlers. No one can doubt Ellie's determination. She is a hard worker. She does incredible work. And certainly if she returns to the legislature, she will be an incredible advocate for the people of Missoula. So now, I get to turn it over to Ellie's mentor, a mentor of mine, an incredible award-winning leader from here in Missoula, Montana, Susan Patrick.
Thank you, Bryce, and thank you, Ellie. You describe me as your mentor, but I feel like you have mentored me. Ellie, I call her Tigger. You can knock her down, but she's going to get back up and bounce around just like Tigger and Winnie the Pooh. And she has pushed me to be a better community servant, and I consider you a mentor. And by the way, I was in that apartment when they were rooming together, and I can attest to some of those things. So Ellie has asked us to introduce Cash for Junkers and the song Maggie's Farm, which Wikipedia describes as a counterculture war cry, but I really think it's that
but it's also an ode to people in the service industry who work long hours for often thankless bosses. My favorite lyric in this song, I had to write it down. I have a head full of ideas that are driving me insane. And, you know, I have a head full of ideas that are driving me insane. But what we do as progressive people is translate those ideas into actions that help the most vulnerable people in our society, and that helps everybody. We all win when we all win. And so, Ellie, I love you. Thank you for this opportunity, and take it away, Cash for Junkers. Or don't take it away, Cash for Junkers. Take it away, Bob Wire.
Susan. Hey, Patrick, ladies and gentlemen. I've been asked to read this statement from Mayor Engen. Are you sitting up here? It's always the steel player. Ellie, I had good intentions for getting downtown at 8, but if you think I'm going to take the stage after Bob Wire, you're out of your mind. I'm paraphrasing. This is what it really says. Missoula is a real place, in part because public servants and musicians can share a stage, and it's perfectly natural. And it's a real place because of people like Ellie Hill, Ellie Smith, who isn't satisfied with the status quo, so works to change things for the better. The songs you're hearing this evening are about the way things are and the way they should and could be if we're brave and strong and vigilant. Ellie could have written some of these songs. She could be the heroine of some of these songs. But most importantly, she could and should be Missoula's next senator in the Montana legislature. It's Mayor John Engen. Thank you. Wow, do I get to introduce Cash for Junkers? Ladies and gentlemen, coming up very soon, the fourth best country band in this parking lot in their price range. No, these guys have been around forever. I remember when they overtook my own band to become the best band in Missoula. That's when I stopped trying, really. Oh. Well, what are you going to do? So, they're going to be here up any second. Cash for Junkers. Let's have a big round of applause for the best honky-tonk band around. Okay, I've been told 10 more minutes, Bob. Okay, I could do some more quotes from Mayor Engen. What is revenge porn? You know, so I just had surgery last year, and Doc sent me home with some pain medication. I said, "Are these things addictive?" And he said, "Not if you take them every day." So far so good. Thank you. I had back surgery, so I was laid up for 6 weeks, and I had this turtle shell around me. And after a month and a half, they took it off, and I said, "Well, Doc, how long before I can resume, begging for sex?" Thank you very much. You guys are a great crowd. Oh, is this all ages still? Check. Got a little buzz. Yeah, switch to wedding mode. Sorry about that. So, ladies and gentlemen, turn it back over to the professional Reed Reimers.
I'd have to be paid to be a professional. Thank you. Yeah, no, we're good. I just want to thank everybody for coming down tonight, just supporting progressiveness in general, and whether that to you means social justice or earth justice or equal rights overall. We have a long way to go. It's kind of a scary time for us, but it's pretty exciting to be here with this kind of group of candidates that have been down here tonight, obviously including Ellie and Bryce and everybody else that's down here this evening. But I'm just, as a born and raised Missoulian, I'm always really proud of this town. I know I wouldn't be the person I am if I hadn't grown up in a place that truly embraces all of this kind of crap. Like, I'm a weirdo and I love it. We got this band of weirdos. They're getting pretty close, which is pretty exciting. So something's not right. There's some shaky time. These guys are going to be playing from now until late, so stick around. There's some drinks available here, drinks available in the bar. You can maybe coerce Ellie for a drink or two if you really want to. Just say I promised to vote for you, she might give you a free beer, so that's great. She can't do that, though, because that's against campaign finance law, but... Check. Check.
Check. Do you have a... You just have our main line, right? Yeah, that's it. All right. Okay. Some sort of weird... Yeah, that's a weird buzz. I don't know.
All right, we'll get Cash for Jokers going in just a minute, but thanks so much for coming down this evening, you guys. Have a wonderful first Friday and a great summer.
Bring your mics up, guys. All right. I think we are more or less there. Alright, yeah, we learned Maggie's Farm for this one here. I've always kind of wanted to do this song, but it was a good excuse. What can I say? I missed the first real good excuse years ago, but that moment passed. It was close. Well, I wake
thank you.